Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
Bro,
and he's going to get forward for about 5, but then may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I really can't.
That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an
explosive
play.
Every time I get something good to happen, it's like, hold it.
And they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Tannehill. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
He'll
go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I ain't never got holding twice. That's crazy. 9 in a row. I'm the same possession.
I'm finna get off.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Yeah, I don't need it, but I'm just playing this real quick.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
I'm not watching this either,
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It's a first down and more. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this, a very short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Yeah.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks. Difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield.
Yeah.
Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah.
Now Fields.
Look at that, nigga, go!
Knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Jaylen Brown. That's over the bag.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a throw here to his running back. Still fighting. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And Gordon's got it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this a very, very short kick.
Lena, what are you doing? What is she doing? Huh?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Able to get this to Gordon. Ooh. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They snap it to Tannehill. They'll roll him, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
I'm not going to take you a little bit.
He's very inexperienced, just like Wiggins.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
I hear you.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. And he's taken in by the tight end Fenn. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now they'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
That's out to the flat for Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. McManus's point after is good, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Off play action, Fields.
Out of bounds. Straight out. He's still bad.
That's Montgomery.
Yes, he is.
So he'll be
Yes, he is.
stopped here for
Move that
no
shit,
gain.
cuz.
And that's
Move
gonna
that
leave
shit,
it fourth
cuz.
down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass
Oh,
supposed
God.
to mean
Oh,
you get
God.
downfield and
He
gain yards?
probably going to tell me,
Especially
like, can
on
I
third
go
down.
No.
Yeah, that one.
No.
How about the defense? Figured that one out in
No.
a big
Oh,
way.
God,
Yeah, they
no.
completed it all
Oh,
right
God,
and
no,
lost
bro.
yardage.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first
No,
of their
say,
timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Bears, nah. Bears trying to cheat. Bears trying to cheat. Boy, hell, nah. I will not unpause this mother until he, oh God, he got me told up. Yo, shoot. So, boy, my babe, Hey, babe, did you give me something to drink? No, I said no drink from Sonic. You good, though. You good. We got pop. Two McChickens and a medium fry, McNugget with a Mc, the nugget meal with a Sprite and large. No drink for Sonic for me. I'm okay. I'm okay with that Sprite. Who's Sprite? What you getting?
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Steps away to his left. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You're not going for it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
No, boy, you cannot do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? You can't do that, Bubba. No, it is the 2nd quarter. Everything goes forth. I will let
you
guys
come
know.
To the line here, and it appears trying to go
I
for
will
it
let
on
guys
4th.
know. I will let guys know, sir.
They snap it to Fields.
You feel so.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now you're going to be...
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Look at nobody seeing that.
Throwing on 3rd down,
Don't let
Tannehill.
me use everything to want to pop out and
Flushed out right.
Somebody
now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, I know you saw that.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
All right.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This is taken way up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive, obviously.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken way up at the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Fields pass. Caught by number 12. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it.
Oh, you had that
nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
Boy, you got like a fishy.
He's sacked back around the 28. Kingsley Kiki in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I ain't gonna lie, I did not know the rules. I didn't know those rules.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
I'll get that, too.
See what happens. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man complete. How did he stay on his feet?
Prime time, baby.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here.
Some of these plays I earned, but some of these plays, bro, defense just like they play block a pass, they play pick the ball.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next
God
drive.
bless, bro.
They got to
The
dig down
Celtics
deep.
don't
I mean, they need
don't
something
win.
right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 10, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to go. It's Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, "Thank you very much for this great starting field position." And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not.
Yeah.
Did you see
the
quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he shifts past him. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Stop with the attitude. Stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I love you.
Here's Tannehill. And Gordon's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
Touchdown! That's caught. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
You hear me? Yeah.
Extra point from McManus is good.
Yeah.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Warriors just killing these dudes.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Stop.
On fourth down, Fields. Flush to his right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And shedding through the tackle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
You got to give
I know, I said, no, I'm just walking out the quick a little bit.
They were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right.
Take the tag off.
And now it's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler,
real
Marcus
tag?
Peters. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here.
I know.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they got here at first and 10.
Boy.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Tannehill going to throw it.
Oh my God!
Is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
Analytics tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Say bye, and then I'll let you go.
Defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
There you go.
To throw again on second down. Fields flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The
All
game
right,
slowing
I'm gonna
down.
call
They
it
see
now,
everything
honestly.
happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right
Yeah,
there.
I know.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
All right.
6 yards there off the
All right, my
scramble,
dude.
but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
All right, my dude. Come put her
Here's
down.
Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the
Get it out.
frustration of body language is
I don't
evident
care.
everywhere.
Stop it.
This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as
So,
they'll head to the
yeah,
sideline and talk
yeah.
over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for
Yell at
it
me
on
again. Now
4th
watch what I
down.
do.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You really paid. Like, that's the
Now they
crazy
go
part.
for
You
it
really
on
paid.
4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Throwing now, Tannehill. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
In the room
The
now.
Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
What's up, little dude?
After this. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They're better, though. I ain't dealing with her. Those little cage, I forgot why he did something.
Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to get this inside.
He got out because of Williams, but he got to go back
The
in.
Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Yep.
That'll leave them with just 1
Okay,
remaining
go
in
to
this
it.
4th
Find it.
quarter of play.
Find it. Go to your cage. Find it.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Don't matter about him doing something. He's going to let him out and
Williams
then not
once
those.
more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as
He
he gets
did
this down
something.
about the 21 or 22.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
put
good for a
tape
gain
up
of
trying to take it
6.
to it,
And
yeah.
it'll make it a 2nd down. Again, Tannehill. This is the tight end, Fant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Over this one? Wait, oh, yeah. You hear that?
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
Crazy part. You
And
were
for a
not
3rd
lying
time
about
tonight,
that.
he's
That first one.
intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, the 20, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Because he's slow.
A big